I'm a little late to there. What's going on, YouTube? We are just getting started with a little Amazon FBA Q&A. We got the TikTok live right here. We've been answering questions there for a minute, just getting started here. Let's go. But like how to improve a product, changing the design, adding bonus items. Mentorship students, if you guys are in here, make sure you guys are attend tomorrow's call. 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be a really good one. Do you sell on eBay also? No. Just about to say that goes for everybody. Yeah, 100%. Not just me. There's anybody that you know who has a following, there's likely people pretending to be them to get money from people. Do you get products from China? Yeah, majority of products. Interesting. I have 2 people with your profile right now. Yeah, it's kind of wild. Can one person open multiple accounts? Technically, it's against Amazon's terms of service to have multiple accounts, but there are people who do it. I'm almost scared that you're trolling me, Life Changer, and I'm going to look this up and I'm going to be a little scared, but how about I look it up and let's see. I've actually never heard of this. Ah, interesting. Okay. Well, that's awesome. Congrats. Was it drop shipping? This kind of feels like a little drop shipping product, right? Or no? Let's go. Oh, is this not? There we go. It's a kid's toy. It was during Q4. There you go. There you go. Do you do any packing of products yourself? Nope. No. Never, ever, ever. Are you still looking to be the best seller revenue in the niche? I'm always looking to. It's an interesting one because like yes and no. I understand that I can't be the #1 bestseller in every product that I launch. If that was the case, I would literally be the best Amazon seller on the face of this planet. Now, have we achieved it for some products? Yes. Do we strive to be that for every product? Yes. Am I going to achieve it for every product? No. Is it better to do private label or hunt for products? Well, I'm assuming you mean arbitrage. I like private label, but I'm also a private label guy. What up, Kale? Good to see you. They didn't give me an option. There was no product ID, Malik. Do you have a PDF step-by-step guide how to start Amazon, FBA, or arbitrage? I do private label, not arbitrage, but I do have a step-by-step PDF. Go to my mentorship site and my TikTok bio, and there should be a pop-up to put in your email. And if you do, we'll send over that PDF. Oh, wait, maybe it's because I have variations. They will ask it on the next page. Okay, got you. Lost, thank you for sharing the live. Also, this is a personal preference, Malik. If you've done it the way that you're doing it already, then by all means, but I like to set variations up through a flat file. I just personally think it's easier. Storage fees are killing any profitability. How many units are you sitting on, Kale? Number 1. Number 2, how quick is your turnaround? And number 3, how good is your conversion? Those are going to be the 3 metrics I would want to look at. I got in early, got lucky. I had it sent to my warehouse and sent it out from there. Okay, nice. Were you running like Meta ads or Google ads? Is it doable because of, I don't know where that is, G, but if you guys have Amazon available there, then yes. Amazon allows over 130 countries to sell on their platform in the US. Felt it caused more problems when shipping from China to someone's doorstep. 100%. That's why I would say that's like one of the biggest downfalls of drop shipping. Not downfalls. People still make money from it. But like that's one of the biggest negatives of drop shipping is like the lack of quality control, the shipping times. Nurse, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. You think it's a good idea to start in high school? Technically, you need to be 18, but it's not a bad idea. What's private label? It's where you take white label or generic products like this from a manufacturer, and then you put your own brand or logo on it like this, and then sell them as your own. A good private label seller, though, is not just picking any random product. They're picking a good product with good market numbers, and they're finding a way to stand out and differentiate that product from the competition. Guess whose listing became active today? Let's go, Abduli. Congratulations, bro. What's the difference between private label and FBM or FBA while doing wholesale or OA? That was a lot of questions there. Number one, FBM and FBA can be any business model on Amazon. That is not a business model. FBM means fulfilled by merchant. FBA means fulfilled by Amazon. Essentially, who ships the product to the customer. Next question. Private label is where that thing that I just explained, you take white label products, put your own brand and logo on them, find ways to differentiate and launch them as your own. OA and wholesale, you're reselling brands like Nike, Adidas, and getting approval to sell those. Thanks for the tip. I will look into that. Yeah, I was pushing out ads. How was that for you? Obviously they performed well, but were you doing like UGC creators or were you just creating the ads at home? Can you give a short talk how the Amazon process and how I send products to Amazon's warehouse? Once you create a listing on Amazon, when you're in your inventory dashboard, there's going to be, when you select the product, there's going to be an option to send/replenish inventory. You'll select that. You'll fill out some box information, follow Amazon's prompts, and then you're going to get your FBA shipping labels, which is going to be link your product to Amazon's fulfillment and the associated Amazon's fulfillment center. You're going to send those to your manufacturer, at least if you do it the way that I do, and your manufacturer is going to send the product from there directly to Amazon's fulfillment centers. First day back in 3 orders with 20% tacos. Let's go. I love that, bro. How to sell from China supply to Amazon. Essentially, just follow all the steps in my videos. That's exactly what I do, the business model that I do. Amina, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, dang, I'm on my other account. Yes, I'm always confused there. Greg, thank you so much for the follow. Internet, thank you so much for the follow. Dean, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate all of y'all. Everyone vibing, asking questions in the live. Listening to me yap about Amazon. What is most profitable? Technically, private label has the highest average margins. Can you please give me an easy way to merge product variations? I would look up a video, Jojo, on how to create an Amazon variation with a flat file. Should be pretty straightforward. Once you find a video, just follow those steps. You'll have all your individually created products, right? You're going to download a category listing report. And again, follow a video, because me just saying it is going to be a lot harder to follow along than a video that you can see. But you're going to download a category listing report, and from there, it's essentially a template with all the products that you sell. You can go ahead and remove any of the products that you don't want in a variation. Then you're going to, on the first line, create the parent variation. A video will show you how to do that. And then you're going to have all the other products that you want within that variation underneath there on the flat file, aka the Excel sheet. You're going to fill out the variation. As you scroll to the right, there's going to be a variation tab. You're going to select which one's the parent, which one are the children variations, and then you're also going to select what kind of variation it is. And then you're going to go ahead and upload a new product via flat file. What would you say the average target profit margins after ad spend and all other fees? On a new product, even if you break even, but you're like establishing rank, developing the product, and then you have a clear path to profitability, that's okay. On an established product, within like a few reorders, I want to be at like 30%. What separates your mentorship from others? I always love this question. Number one, most people sell a course. I sell a mentorship. They call it a mentorship. Mine truly is more than a mentorship. It's a full ecosystem for Amazon sellers. Also, a lot of these other mentorships, they'll proxy you off to somebody else. You want to learn from John, right? I hope that's not a real mentor's name, but you want to learn from John. You join John's program, and then all of a sudden you never get, if anything, you spoke to John more through his content than you did when you actually joined his program. So you have direct access to me, the mentor you want to learn from. Bro, what is, hold on. Sorry, that comment threw me off. You have direct access from the mentor that you want to learn from. You obviously have the step-by-step video guides. You have access to the private Facebook group. You have access to a shipping service that I created exclusive to my mentorship students, where on average they save 30 to 50% on shipping. My boy Airstick, one of the students in here who is, who's in the TikTok live right now, he had a sample for a mold that he got quoted from a manufacturer to ship for like $8,000 through the AMZ Masterclass freight forwarder. It was $1,600. Now that's not guaranteed for everyone, but that just gives you an idea of how much cheaper the shipping can be through that freight forwarder. You have access to discounts for the listing creation service. I'm actually probably the listing creation service is currently public for everyone. We're probably going to make that private in the next 2 months, and it's going to just be exclusive to mentorship students. That was my original intent, and then I made it public for everyone, and now I kind of want to go back. So you have the listing creation service. You have the product selection option, where based on the criteria that I use and teach, I will select your product for you, get a nice little in-depth report. You have a one-on-one call with me with options to get more. You have, we have weekly group coaching calls. And you guys ready for this? I probably shouldn't spoil this, because as soon as I announce it publicly, I already know all of the other programs are going to start scrambling to try to get it. I will be the first coaching program on the internet who is going to essentially I'm going to clone myself with artificial intelligence. So I was actually just on a call today. This is just in the program, by the way, is lifetime access. So all the things that I add, like the listing creation service, is the newest edition. All of my students, from my first student to the last, the newest, all got access to that. Product selection wasn't always a thing. Again, lifetime access. The freight forwarder wasn't always a thing. Lifetime access in this new thing that we're creating. Also, the sourcing service, that's coming soon as well, where we'll source your products for you. We also have an inspection company. We'll help with GTI and exemptions. But this newest thing that I'm working on, I'm very, very excited about this. It's going to be a lot to build. We're currently in the process right now. Just had a call with the developer who's helping me with this. Funny enough, the developer is actually one of my buddies / one of my students. But anyways, are there any, I know there's some students in here. I know Airstick is in here. Any other students in the live right now who want to respond to Kelvin in here? I know there's a few. If anybody in here wants to respond to Kelvin, I don't know who's actually even in here, but we're also creating the AI version of me. So essentially, it's going to be every single course video, every single Facebook post that I've made for my students, every single answer that I've ever made to any of my students. It's going to be every PDF that I've ever designed for the program. It's going to be every TikTok video that I've ever created, every YouTube short, every long form YouTube video, every note, anything that I've ever said or done about Amazon. And we're going to compile this into an AI, right? Look at that, Kelvin. So you got my boy Airstick, you got Abduli, and you got SK, 3 of the students up in the live. And so it's going to be all of those things compiled up, and essentially my students will have access to an AI version of me. That doesn't mean that they're going to lose access to me, but I just think it's super sick. I actually have a video of like a rough draft of what it looks like. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys. Sorry, YouTube, I can't show you guys this because it's in my text, and then I'd have to share my screen and you guys would see all of my texts, but I think I can show TikTok. It's pretty sick, honestly. Okay, yeah. Ready for this? Hold on. So this is like the intermediate, this is like the shell, right? So this isn't like final draft or anything like that. This is more so to get the concept of what it would look like. So hold on, let me flip my screen. Okay, so AMZ Masterclass Assistant, right? And then what is the PPC launch strategy? And then the AI, it's kind of hard to read it because it's somebody recording a screen and then me recording somebody recording a screen. But look at this. PPC launch strategy, AMZ Masterclass, recommend starting with 5 campaigns for a new product. Broad match, phrase match, exact match, automatic, product targeting, or category targeting. And then it says start with 10 a day. If your budget is 50 a day, run all 5. If your budget is 40 a day, then run product targeting, boom, 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 boom. And then it says which ones. This AI is going to be sick. I genuinely don't think, not just in Amazon, I don't think there's anybody, any type of program who's implementing this exact thing that we're doing. It's going to take a long time to build. So you guys are going to bear with me while we do that because it takes a while to scrape and transcribe every single piece of content that I've ever made in the last 3 years. The AI will be in French too. I'm sure that it's going to be pretty easy to transcribe it to other languages. It's AI, so I'm sure that we'll be able to instantly change it to Spanish, French, Arabic, insert language here. AI is much smarter than I am. So yes, God willing, that will be a thing. Super, super excited. It's going to be pretty sick. So stay tuned for that. Those are just some of the many things that separate my program from the others, bro. I mean, most people will sell you a Discord group or a school community. You charge you $100 a month for a school community, or charge you whatever for a Discord group, or some people will charge you $1,000 for a one-on-one call with them, or some people will do, just a video course. Here it is, $1,000, $2,000, whatever. Mine literally encompasses all of those things. And then I was like, hey, how can I add more value to my students? Oh, my students ship products from overseas. Let's create a shipping company to try to save them money. Oh, my students create listings. Why don't I create a service where they can get their listings created from the same people who create my listings? Oh, wait, my students get their products sourced. Why don't we try to work on a service where they can get products sourced? Oh, my students look for products to sell on Amazon. Some of them it's harder to find than others. Why don't I create a service where I'll select your product for you? Oh, my students ask questions, right? Why don't I give them an opportunity to ask this AI literally it's also going to be sick because, like, sometimes if you're like, oh, what? I remember there was a lesson about where Luke talked about how to a specific tactic on getting reviews. You go into the AI, you say, where did Luke say XYZ about reviews? And then it'll drop the link to the specific section in the mentorship for that. I'm really excited. I'm really excited for that. I probably shouldn't have leaked that so soon, but stay tuned. If anything, will just motivate me to work on it quicker. Let's go. Let me find my spot again. There was a lot of traffic and I was doing UGC creators. That's the way to do it. I like it. Can I do fulfillment center, prepare my product myself? Yeah, you can. I necessarily wouldn't. Claudia, thank you so much for the follow. My bad for confusing you, bro. No, you're good, bro. How's crypto going for you, bro? Kate, I don't know if this is a troll, brother, but I don't do or talk about crypto. Those are the scam accounts pretending to be me. Do you have a label supplier? My manufacturer labels the products for me. How was your first year selling on Amazon? I did great. Within my first month live, I was doing 10K a month top line revenue profitably. #1 bestseller badge. By like month 6, we were doing 10K net. Jasma, thank you so much for the follow. How much much. Y'all get on a call with my team and they will be able to lock you in with all of that. How to start as a complete beginner. Step 1, create an Amazon seller account. How much to invest to start? I'd say at least $3K. If anyone doubting selling on Amazon, go check out my last 3 videos. You've been posting, Malik? There you go. I like it. This AI will be in French, God willing. Like I said, y'all, if you guys have any questions about the program, be sure to hop on a call with my team and they will be able to answer any questions. You can message me on TikTok. All your students are using your shipping company. A good amount of them. I don't think 100% of students do anything, right? 100% of students don't even listen to me, let alone use the shipping service, but a good portion of them do. Dennis, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Ali, thank you for the subscription, but no need to do that, y'all. I don't even pull any money out of TikTok. Never have once in my life. So, save that for like a Starbucks or something. Should we hire Amazon listing expert when starting? Yes. I don't think you should create your listing yourself. You should understand what a good listing needs and looks like. You don't just assume that somebody else is going to create the best listing for you, but there are people who are better at graphic design and better at SEO than you. You just give them the template, the guide, what kind of images you want. Never just hire someone like for your infographics and then just literally give them no information. You should tell them what each image should be. Now, you just don't have the graphic design skills or the Amazon eye to go create those images tailored to Amazon, but you're not going to just be like, here, figure it out and assume that they know your product better than everybody. Student has discount on your listing website? Yes, students do. And like I said, I'm going to make the listing website private probably in the next 2 months or so. I think I do want that to be just exclusive to students. Let's get it going. Also, y'all, I posted some gem videos on the TikTok today. 4 videos today. I'm going to be posting more than 2 videos every single day. 4th to last video is why I teach people to sell on Amazon. 3rd to last video is how to improve your Amazon images. 2nd to last video is why you should literally never trust videos about a good product to sell on Amazon. I'm sure everyone here has seen it. Here's a great product to sell on Amazon. This product on Amazon is doing 10K plus a month. They're not good products to sell on Amazon. In fact, all the videos that I have that are titled, "This is what a good product market looks like on Amazon," if you notice, at the end of every single one of those videos, I tell you why I would not launch that product. People will make those videos for views. I make those videos to educate y'all, like showing you, okay, this is what average reviews should look like. This is what average price should look like. But you shouldn't launch this because it's electronic, and electronic products are going to have one of the highest return rates on Amazon, which is going to end up cutting into your margins. So make sure you guys go check that video out. And the last video that I posted breaking down an individual account versus a professional account when selling on Amazon. How much is your mentorship? I'm interested in joining. You know what's interesting? I'm going to tell you guys like real life thoughts because I'm too transparent. The world tells you to not don't say the price, boom, 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 boom. But then in my head, I'm like, that sounds dumb because if somebody's like, if I'm like, hey, how much is that watch? And you're like, I can't tell you how much that watch is. Heard a story, a guy is going to try to buy a Jeep or a Hummer, excuse me. And he calls up a bunch of dealerships. He's like, hey, how much is this Hummer? I'm ready to buy. This is a multi-millionaire. And they're like, yeah. We can't give you the price over the phone. You're going to have to come in. He's like, listen, I'm just going to end up buying from the guy who's willing to give me the price over the phone. Anyways, all that to be said, I don't care about what the industry says. So the program is $3K without product selection. With product selection, it is a bit more. I submitted you're under 4K option, what's the difference? We require you to have capital to join the program. I'm not the guy who will ever tell anybody to go get a loan or to put it on credit. I would not even let somebody buy my mentorship if they did not have the funds to purchase it. I'm not in the business of like just trying to scrape as much money from people as I can. I want people to actually be in a position where they will take that information and be able to implement it and, you know, start their business. Hence why there is a requirement on that end. I do not read Arabic, Mo, but hopefully you said something nice. Also, y'all, make sure that you guys are talking about trying to save up. I understand. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. USD, right? Yes, that is correct. 5K enough, more or less. Yeah. If you wanted enough for, I ask, are you Egyptian? I am, but I was born and raised in Cali, a little whitewashed, so I don't really, I understand Arabic way more than I speak it. Like I can understand you having a full conversation in Arabic, but I just won't be able to talk back to you in Arabic. And I also don't read it. But anyways, like I was saying, you'd want at least 3K, of course, to join the program, and you'd want at least 3K to launch your business. Now, there's also the option of getting the program and then saving up as you're learning, because let's say that it will take you 2 months to, like, let's say you have the money to join the program, and then it would take you 2 months to save up the money to launch the business. Another side note is always make sure that you have something on the side. Like, don't empty your bank account on my program or selling on Amazon. You always want to have like a safety net, right? So we're assuming that that's already in place. But let's say that you had the money to join the program, but not to launch the business, but it's going to take you 2 or 3 months, for example, 2 months, let's say, to save up that money. Well, then you join the program and then you start saving as you're going through the program, going through the Zoom calls, understanding the game. Maybe you're doing product research along that way, right? And then now all of a sudden you understand how to launch a business. You're ready. You have the capital to deploy. You've already gone through the steps. Maybe you found a product. Maybe you started getting quotes from manufacturers. And then as soon as you have the capital to start, boom, order placed, ready to go, off to the races. 2 more months, you're live on Amazon. I can't reach 10 orders. How many reviews do you have? That is the magic question. Here's the thing. I already have products that do well on Amazon, but I sell on Shopify. I'm looking to transition. I just want proper mentorship. That's awesome, bro. Then that's going to be a little easier. And then, of course, you don't need like the products. Oh, well, then in that case, MGR, it's if you just want the program simply for that and you're not going to launch another program, then all you need is 3, right? And then you're going to transition to Amazon. Maybe have a little bit extra because you don't want to take your Shopify listings and just use those for Amazon. You'll probably want to get listings geared towards Amazon. I am Christian. Yes, internet. Hello, quick question. If you were looking to reach 10K a month, how much should one spend daily? That's not the question to ask. You should say, if I wanted to reach 10K a month, how many reviews should I have? What should my conversion rate be? And you know, how should I structure the strategy to get there? It's because you could spend $3,000 to get 10K a month, and now you're at a 30% tacos, or you can spend $5,000 to get to 10K a month, and now you're at a 50% tacos, you're not profitable, or you could spend $1,000 to get there, and you're at a 10% tacos, but that's all predicated towards your click-through rate, your conversion rate, and your organic rank. 0 reviews because I'm just starting. There you go, brother. That's the answer to your question. How many, would you buy products at scale with 0 reviews on Amazon? No, you don't. Maybe you've bought 1 or 2, but when you go shop, I'm sure that the products that you buy have hundreds or thousands of reviews. So why do we think that customers are going to buy our product with 0 reviews and that you should be making 10 sales a day? If you as a consumer are not buying products at scale with 0 reviews, then why should consumers at scale buy your product with 0 reviews? Can we sell completely different product categories under one seller account? Yes, you can. What's the best platform to set ads? If you're selling on Amazon, but you got to get reviews. I've been following you for a while, just showing love, bro. Thanks for always giving back. Appreciate you, brother, and appreciate the support. That goes for everybody. I'm not on Amazon. I don't know what that is, brother. I've never heard of that platform. But marketing is king. That's for Amazon. That's for Shopify. You could have the best product. If Steve Jobs invented the Macintosh, but nobody knew what the Macintosh was, then I wouldn't be recording this live on an iPhone with my iPhone resting against my MacBook, right? Apple wouldn't exist today. You could have the best product. You could have the best service. You could be LeBron James. But if you live in Lithuania and there's no basketball team and you never went to try out and you were only playing street ball on the courts, if obscurity was your problem, then nobody knows you. So that goes for products, that goes for you, that goes for a famous person, right? Leonardo DiCaprio, best, I don't know if he's the best actor, but one of the most famous actors, right? If nobody knows who he is, if he doesn't market himself the way that he has, if he doesn't position himself to get the movies that he has, none of us know who he is. How many products are you selling right now? Just out of curiosity, is it difficult to manage yourself? Over 40 products, including variations, and no, it is not. Too difficult to manage, my friend. Pretty straightforward. Dang, 40. That's including variations. We have some products with, like, when you really dial it down to like main products, it's not as many as 40, but that's why I say including variations, like a black variation, a green variation of the same product. Like on this account, we sell 9 products, but it's really just multiple variations of 3 main products. So are we selling 9 or are we selling 3? First 3 things you would tell someone who doesn't know about Amazon FBA. It's a good question, but an interesting one, because if somebody doesn't know about Amazon FBA, then the 3 things that I would tell them would just sound like rocket science to them. So my first thing would be learn the game. You don't need to master the game, but understand the game. Understand the basic principles, and then stick to the fundamentals. That's something that I think everybody can grasp their head around. And don't make emotional decisions on business. The market doesn't care about your feelings. The market cares about numbers, analytics, and who's the best. So, don't launch a product that you think will sell well. Launch a product that has good market numbers that you can be profitable on, and that you just, that you're confident in. I'll ask, what's your profit margin? And they're like, if you sell a product online, and if somebody asks you, I was at a wedding rehearsal on Saturday for a wedding I'm going to this weekend. And I end up sitting down talking to, it doesn't matter who I'm talking to. I'm talking to some people who are also there. And turns out they're Amazon sellers. They do wholesale. It's a little different than what I do. And they're telling me, they're like, yeah, we're doing about 2 a year right now. Well, I shouldn't have put their numbers on blast, but yeah, they're like, we're doing, I guess you don't know who they are. We're doing 2 mil a year right now. And I was like, oh, what's your guys' profit margin? And then I guessed, because they were doing wholesale and I just am pretty good at this by now. And they were like, oh yeah, you literally hit it right on the nose. They knew their profit margin like the back of their hand. Why? Because they have a $2 million business. Of course, if you're doing 2 million revenue, you best believe you know about the numbers of your business, because you don't get to that point if you don't know the numbers of your business. Because if you're at 2 million revenue, then that means that you have to have the cash flow to grow that much. You don't have the cash flow if you don't know your profits and your numbers. So that would be my biggest advice. And that goes for all of you. If you have a product live on Amazon, and I just said that, and you're like, shoot, I don't know my profit margins off the top of my head. Literally right now, either get off this live, or as soon as I get off live, Go to your computer and figure out your profit margin. It's the wildest thing to me. It's like I'm gonna go on a road trip to. I would never drive this far. I would fly. But let's say I'm going to take a road trip to Oregon, right? I live in Southern California. I'm directionally challenged. I can barely make it to my hometown without pulling up the maps. Imagine me saying, I'm going to go to Oregon on a drive, but I'm not going to use my maps. I'm just going to let the wind take me. That would sound absurd. And if any of you were to actually know me, literally my friends clown me like, bro, you're directionally challenged. They would think it's even crazier because they're like, bro, 10 minutes into your drive, you will be lost. You might be going towards Florida thinking you're going towards Oregon. That is the equivalent of any of you who do not know your numbers and you have a business. If you launched a product on Amazon and you don't know what your FBA fees are, that's like doing that little road trip without a map. If you launched a product on Amazon and you can't tell me what you paid per unit from your manufacturer or what your shipping was, you are taking a road trip without a map. And it sounds crazy to take a road trip to a place that you've never been to, you don't know where it is without a map. But imagine investing your hard-earned money, your hard-earned time to go start a business, and you're taking a field trip without a map. Also, y'all, if you guys like I'm not ending the live, but if you guys like the information and you guys want me as your personal mentor, be sure to check out the AMZ Masterclass Mentorship program in the TikTok bio. So this year it took about 40 to produce 30. No. Hold on. This right here, MJR, this is 9 out of the 40. There's 3 other private label accounts, and then we also have the brand new account as well. This is just the largest one. What's the best niche you prefer? I like health and household home decor, but I also like toys and games. I also like baby products. I also like office products. There's lots of good products. What's up, Luke? How you doing? Hope your day been going good so far. Mari, good to see you, my friend. My day has been going spectacular. It has been a good day. Cannot complain. It has been a busy year, y'all. I was actually just thinking like, dang, I need to book a trip, but I've been just so locked in. We've been working on some new businesses, some new funnels for some of the businesses. And yeah, sometimes it's not all play and sometimes it's a lot of work. You bother doing parents or keeping it simple? Patents? I don't have patents, no. What up, Perez? Happy Ramadan, bro. I am not Muslim, but happy Ramadan to all of my Muslim followers and friends. $100, 2.67. I don't know what you mean. Are you part of the Amazon SaaS program? No. What do you mean, Fetty? I am not part of the SaaS program. Make sure you guys are dropping your questions down below. Any questions that you have about selling on Amazon. I just got back from NYC, cold ASF. I'm planning Mexico for summer. Mexico's dope, bro. I'm a big fan of Mexico. Yeah, we're going to do, I never dox where I actually go, so I'm going to be a little vague here, but we're going to some of the Pacific Islands, God willing, this year. God willing, Middle East. I'm actually tonight going to book a couple flights to the places in the U.S. that I've been before. Do you use A+ Premium on your listings? I do. Do you increase your capacity limits? If we need to, yes, Arturo, but Amazon also gives us a really good inventory capacity limit now. Still used to calling it inventory level. Amazon FBA is hard in Africa because $100 is 2.6 M's. Yeah, I mean, definitely harder in other countries where like the conversion is is much different than the US dollar, right? What percentage of profits do you keep after tax? Taxes vary. Taxes vary. I don't know if I want to put on blast how much we pay in taxes, but let me think about if I want to put that on blast. Good night, bro. I got 3K for Amazon away, but now I'm rethink and maybe do your mentorship since I already have products. Nice, MJR. Let me know, brother. What made you scale your product from selling a few units a day to 10 units a day? Just reviews, bro. I mean, without running PPC ads, Abduli, I was doing like 3 to 5 units a day with like 10 reviews. So I had a really good success. Let's use a product that wasn't my first product, because obviously there's been quite a few since then. It's really just reviews and dialing in your conversion. Those two things, once you dial them in, then the floodgates open. Also, I just realized I have been off of, there we go, we're good. Chanel, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. What do you think a good profit is for a brand that started in November 2024, currently at 5.1%? Are you doing private label? Because I would say like at least 15, at least 20, depending on how many reorders. ES, thank you so much for the follow. Do you have your own warehouse or you use Prep Center? Neither, brother. That's the beauty of how I do Amazon FBA. My product goes from my manufacturer directly to Amazon FBA's fulfillment centers. How many reviews to see organic momentum to build? Typically, there's not a one-size-fits-all answer with this, because it depends on the product market, the competition in that market. But you'll start to see like momentum build at every review level. So like once you get 10 to 15, that's why I wait till I get that until I even start running ads. And then you'll see another boost maybe when you get to like 25, 30, another boost when you get to like 50, another boost when you get to like 75. Can you guess what my CPA will be on Amazon ads for an electrolyte drink? There's literally nobody who could predict what that will be. No, unfortunately. In fact, I don't know if you guys have ever watched Shark Tank. It's one of my favorite shows when I do watch TV. So I was literally just watching an episode, and there's this company, and they're doing so good. And the lady is like, and we did all this without ads. And Mr. Wonderful goes, that's actually not a good thing, because I don't know how much it costs you to acquire a customer. He even said, I'm in this type of industry. This is a multi-hundred millionaire, right? Can't predict what the cost per acquisition is going to be in a market that he's in. If he can't do it, there's not a single person on this planet who can do it. The only way to know that is by having the market respond to your product, by marketing that product well, by having a great conversion, because it also depends on your conversion. If you have a 5% conversion, which I can't predict, then your cost per acquisition is going to be much higher. If you have a 20% conversion, then of course your cost per acquisition is going to be much lower. Do you get your shipment sent to Amazon warehouse direct from your supplier? I do. Fetty, thank you so much for the follow. Are you working with high ticket products? We have a couple like $100 products, but not like high ticket. Do you like doing PPC on competitor names? I'm assuming you mean like competitor product targeting ads, and if so, then yes. Got hit with a patent infringement today. Any tips? Thinking of providing supplier invoice. Is it a utility patent or a design patent? Most design patents can be, unless you like really are infringing on the design, then you could probably get away with it. Utility patent, it's a bit harder, almost impossible. Design patent, do you truly infringe on that patent? If not, then you can fight it. Yeah, thank you so much for the follow. Can I start as a 13-year-old? You would need a parent or legal guardian to help you. Let's Go design patent. Yeah, you gotta see how, if you're actually infringing on it. For supplement, do brands try to break even on Amazon ads, and what type of margins do they shoot for? No, bro. Supplement brands will lose money on Amazon ads. You won't be able to get an idea. You can check the cost per clicks, but advertising costs for supplements are the highest on Amazon. If there was like a top 5 highest advertising cost, supplements are definitely in that list. Number one. Number two, you have to understand that like a brand like Rise, there's like Amazon level e-commerce, and then there's big brand level e-commerce. And big brand level e-commerce, they can afford to lose money on a customer because the lifetime value of the customer is worth much more to them than the initial money that they lose acquiring that customer. So like, for example, if you sell a $50 product, but it costs you $30 to acquire that customer, you're likely not going to be making money on that order. But then if once you acquire that customer, on average, a customer is going to reorder from you 10 times, and then those 10 times is going to equate for $600 in sales. Well, now you take that small front end loss for the long benefit of the business. But most people who are launching on Amazon are not big brands who can play that game, nor should they. Are you using cash back on your CC or using points from your credit card? Points on my credit card. I think it's a waste to get cash back. Like literally a waste. Like a big waste. If I didn't emphasize that enough already. Do you like to spend money on ads to get a certain number of reviews? No, I get reviews first. Patent says product can't have designs on it, and my product has designs. Patent got approved 2 weeks. Ooh, dang. You may have to change the design. I mean, there's not necessarily like magic hacks to get around a legal patent infringement, right? Because you don't necessarily even want to try, because you can get sued for infringing on a patent. If you had to choose, what's a better platform for a new supplement brand, Amazon or TikTok Shop? It's going to be interesting, the answer that I give, considering I'm the Amazon person, but I'd actually say TikTok Shop, especially if I had to bootstrap it. If I had to bootstrap, I think that I could I would list it on Amazon and then like try to make my main platform TikTok Shop, because then my Amazon is going to get a boost anyways. Yeah, 10x agree. Get so much more value from points for travel. Yeah, 100%. How can I get into Amazon FBA? Step 1, create an Amazon account. Step 2, find a product research software and get a product to sell. Yeah, I may be cooked. Have until 3/8 to respond. Try to sell as many units before then as I can. We have flown Emirates first class, Qatar business class, and Etihad first class, and Maldives, all from points. Yeah, I don't pay for travel. Same vibe. But I'm not the only one. Home market is getting hit. Maybe a bigger seller will save the day. I wouldn't count on it. Have you seen the new update for user permissions? I have. I actually haven't talked about it just because I figured it's not going to affect most people. It's mainly going to affect the service providers, but Amazon's essentially removing user permissions the way that we've all known it. You essentially have to, now the people that you give access to your account have to be verified service providers by Amazon. So like if you had a PPC ad management agency, if they weren't verified on Amazon in August of 2025, they're going to lose access to your Amazon seller account. I don't think it's going to be the biggest deal, because I think all like legit agencies are going to be able to get that approval. And if anything, it's just gonna like weed out a lot of like the, it's gonna suck for some individual freelancers. But what do you redeem points for? Do you use the travel points when you book your trips? Yes. Yeah, all of my trips or all of my points go towards booking flights and travel. Any advice on new electrolyte brand launching, Amazon, TikTok? Influencer marketing is probably going to be your friend. Going really hard on content, 3 to 5 pieces of content every single day posted to your brand. Messaging at least 100 influencers every single day, seeing if they want a sample in return of promoting your brand. Don't pay anybody necessarily. You could, but you could always bootstrap it as well. And play around with TikTok Shop. You just really need like one video that can change the whole trajectory of your business. So all the people that now have user permissions, they can't access my account right now. No, they can right now. It goes into effect August of 2025, I believe. Leverage transferring your points to the airline/hotel you are booking with. You get more value. Yeah, 100%. I watch all the little travel TikTok credit card point people and all of that. So what up, Chris? Good to see you, brother, in the YT chat. So I'm always put up on game with that. In fact, that's actually, those videos are what made me stop using my Delta Amex and just using my regular Amex and Capital One card more. Chase right now. Yeah, Chase is the only one I don't have. I've heard Chase is pretty good, but I know that like with Capital One and Amex, for the most part, you can transfer points with pretty much everybody, just like Chase. Not everyone. Yeah, that's what kind of sucks about Delta. I had like 400,000 Delta Amex points. I've probably had more throughout the lifetime of me having it, but I'm just saying at one time. Right now I'm down to like 240,000, and I'm like, dang, I kind of wish those were like Capital One points or something like that. But all good, all good. And then I have a decent amount of Capital One points, few 100,000, and then few 100,000 Amex points. Think, should I do similar style images to the #1 seller in the category or make them more unique? Take ideas from people, but you want to make them unique. You always want to improve. That's the beauty of private label, is you don't click copy and paste on what everyone else is doing, but you make it better. But everybody, on that note, I appreciate y'all. If you guys like the videos, you guys like the lives, and you want a more in-depth guide on all things Amazon private label, be sure to check out the AMZ Masterclass Mentorship Program in the TikTok bio to have me as your personal mentor, and again, the Harvard of Amazon private label education. God bless y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all soon.